ceramic-based trim coatings and restores. The last 2 weeks of weather, of course, if you haven't been living under a rock, we had this polar vortex roll through and smashed our previous record low temperature of 0 degrees here, which is minus 17, and we hit minus 6 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 21, along with about 10 inches of snow, 25 centimeters, and we didn't have any power for several days and no water as well. If you're following along in this series, the third wash after the initial 7-day cure time in our heated and cooled shop, that's what you're seeing here. I had to go through and re-record the wash process for this panel, for this update, because the cold temperatures and my camera were not cooperating. So what you're going to see here is 2 different times of the day. This is the before here, and I'm going to now show you the wash, and then we'll dry it and inspect it. So the before, you can see that there are some products that are showing a little bit of weakness. If you have followed this test already, you know that this panel, when I first received it, it has some white spots on it. So we kind of have to ignore that. There's really nothing that could be done. I tried degreaser, isopropyl alcohol, all different kinds of products to try to get those white spots off. And I don't know if it was just a product that may have been on it prior at one time in the age of this panel, at the life of this panel. I'm not really sure. Let's get to the wash and inspect everything. As usual, we are going to foam it down using Chemical Guys Honeydew Snow Foam. Let it dwell for a minute, rinse it, foam it again, wash it, and of course dry it. You can see the hydrophobic properties on some of these products. Some have none, some are quite hydrophobic. So we will dry it and see how things are holding up. This is a good time to mention to you that if you would like to support the channel, patreon.com/ScottHD. Otherwise, there are other ways you can support the channel. Look at the very end of the video. I have Venmo and PayPal and other ways. If you like to support the channel, you like what you see, it really helps out. Completely unsponsored. Any of the products that you see in this video can be found in the links in the description below. They are Amazon Associates links, so it does help the channel out if you purchase through those links. On to the update. To this point, we've had 2 failures: Chemical Guys VRP TVD 107 and Hydrosilex. So looks like we've got Black Wow, the non-pro formula, that's looking weak, and that's pretty consistent with my other trim test. Black Wow was one of the earlier failures. Black Wow Pro looks a little weak on the edges. G-Technic, both of theirs. Solution Finish. Looks like the Solution Finish with the over-the-top sealant looks a little bit lighter than the standard Solution Finish. IGL Trim looks a little on the light side. Chemical Guys Trim Gel also looking lighter. TLC Ceratrim Dark and Lone Star Trim Coating pre-production a little on the lighter side, or it's a few of them have lightened up, so I don't think that's enough to call it weak. Black Wow, I don't know, would you guys call that weak at this point? Let me know in the comments below. For now, I'm not going to call it weak, but it's getting very close. So no new failures at the 3-week mark, but looks like Black Wow, and really that's maybe Lone Star Trim Coating. I don't know. There's this one. It's a tough call this week. It's just they're not quite enough to call weak. I don't know. Help me out in the comments, guys. I'd appreciate it. You can see a complete failure at the bottom there. Hydrosilex versus Black Wow at the top. You can still see that there's evidence of product. It's still on the trim. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for the next update. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you're subscribed so you get all the updates. And I've got several more tests coming as usual. Thanks for watching, guys.